Obviously, that also plays a factor. It's the same reason with like voice acting as well. I think the level of voice acting in Japan is generally quite high.
Yeah, I think it's like
there's just a lot of people who want to do it.
I remember I read like a thing from like Shonen
It's your
Jump.
birthday, and I haven't forgotten for a second. How about we spend the whole day at the arcade? Just the two of us. Today's your birthday, and I haven't forgotten for a second. How about we spend the whole day at the arcade? Just the two of us.
Like this was like pre-pandemic, but I'm sure nothing has changed. But it's like out of like I think it was like 2,000 creators that write their own manga. Only a handful of them actually make it. And it's stuff that you actually read. So it's like it just goes to show just how many people in Japan are wanting to release their own manga and just how little you actually see. Even though it might seem like Japan has a fuckload of manga, and they do. And that's not even scratching the surface of the amount of people who actually want to strive to be in this scene, right? So. We always say like, oh, there's so much slop in the manga world, but like, there's so much more that doesn't even make it out there.
I'm not a fan of the trend of just adapting like manga that just got like popular like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted an adaptation of this thing that's got 8 chapters out. And it's like, why? Like, there's so many classic manga that have never been adapted.
They haven't even given enough time to like actually figure itself out.
Yeah, like there's so many banger manga out there, stories or light novels that have never been touched. Because they're not popular at the moment. I think there's a lot of worry from these the committees. They're like too worried to touch something that isn't hot right now.
Exactly.
Like, come on, man.
Exactly.
Like, when we think about the peak of anime, it's like they weren't necessarily hot at the time.
Yeah, exactly. And I think right now there's it's about the question of like, when does a manga get greenlit for an anime? What is like the right amount of chapters? Because when something like, let's say Kagurabachi came out, pretty sure we all knew it was going to get an anime adaptation every now and again. It wasn't a question of if, it was a question of when. But then the question comes down to shit, how long do we have to wait to like before there's enough content to adapt, and not just like for season 1, but like for like multiple seasons as well. And I feel like in some ways
your character and get ready to attack.
Yeah, that is true.
Sometimes. Because I think back in the day there were only like a handful of manga, and you have like Naruto effect where
I shall unveil the hypocrisy of this world.
instead of doing seasons, they would just do filler. And I'm so fucking glad that the whole filler era is over now.
Because like even like back in the day, right? Even though the amount of anime that was coming out was way less than before, you still got a handful of shows that had a lot of expectations from its original adaptation or its source material. But then because they didn't give it enough time to actually let it cook, the anime just ended up kind of fizzling out, and it's big.
Walk with the wind. Wake up. You have the right to know the truth. He's got the bomb. The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target. I'll see through everything. Watch out. Watch out for the danger zone. Taking enemy suppressive fire. Flashbang. You've awakened my competitive spirit. You managed to defeat the enemy before I did. Watch out for the danger zone.
Initiating aerial
Pulse blade activated. I'll see through everything. Bomb planted.
Enemy down.
Grenade! Grenade! Everything is under control. Perfect teamwork. Many to go.
Come on, let's ignite the flames of resistance.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target. I'll see through everything. Slowing grenade. Watch out, enemy in the distance. Enemy's assault is fierce. Grenade, I'm taking fire.
I'm done for.
Not everything is under control.
About to go down. Back to the fight. I'll be back as soon as I've recovered.
Bomb planted. Pulse blade activated. I'll see through everything.
You have lost, shall not surrender.
Flashbang.
Just warming up.
Attackers win.
I got you. They teach you how to fight.
Healing.
I was born for this. I've got the bomb.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target. Everything. I'm taking fire. Grenade!
Ha! Target hit! Give up yourself!
Flashbang.
Lucky it's just a grenade instead of me.
Gotcha. Target hit. Pulse blade activated. I'll see through everything.
Wanna take me down? Not a chance!
Planting the bomb.
Bomb planted. Enemy on the left.
On the right. Let's return fire.
I'll be back as soon as I've recovered. Pressure field activated.
Everything is under. I'll see through everything.
The enemy.
Enemy behind us.
Enemy critically wounded. Attackers win. Great work. Resume operations.
Well done, Louise.
Step it up next time. Walk with the wind.
What's the matter? You've never seen me all dressed up? I've got the bomb.
Becoming just thrown into the pile of man whatever type shows, right? Yeah. And I feel like now that anime has gotten even more popular than ever before, and there's just like fucking what 50, 60 shows that are coming out per season now.
Yeah.
It's just like we're just gonna keep getting so many shows
The
where it's like, oh, I
battle
just
is
found out about
about
this
to
manga 2 weeks
start.
ago, and now there's an anime coming out next week. It's like okay, like
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
Flashbang. Praise should
I'll
not
see
be
through everything. The destiny of this world is to be buried here. Watch out. Watch out for the danger zone.
planting the bomb.
Bomb planted. Taking enemy suppressive fire.
Can you guess which one of me is real?
Pulse blade activated. Flashbang. I'll see through everything. Everything is under control.
Prey should know how to stay hidden.
like I was
Only
careless.
one ally remaining.
That's best. Watch me.
Defenders win.
The ocean is your domain, while the battlefield
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
enemy ahead. Fire in the hole. Activate.
Taste my grenade!
Keep an eye on them.
Walk with the wind. I'll see through everything.
Want to take me down? Not a chance!
Planting the bomb.
Bomb planted.
Faye, enemy on the right. Watch out for the danger zone. Everything is under control.
Listen up. None shall pause.
I shall not surrender.
Flashbang.
I hit an enemy. Show's over.
Pulse blade activate. I'll see through everything.
Sometimes more valuable than bullets. Who's next? Stop struggling.
Everything
Only
is under
one
control.
enemy remains. Attackers win.
Smoke bomb.
Final round of the first half.
I've got the bomb.
You haven't even given me the time to figure out what it even is, and we're already getting an adaptation of it. And some studios are just like, yeah, we'll put all of our fucking budget into this thing that we've only seen 2 volumes of. Like, yeah, let's put our entire lifeline on this show.
Yeah, it does seem like quite frustrating. I hope it changes.
I hope so too.
Yeah, because I think a big thing is you look at an example like Blue Lock Season 2, where I think that got me.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
I'll see through everything.
Enemy in the distance. Grenade.
Watch out. Enemy in the distance.
Watch out! Enemy on the right! Hidden. Enemies are near. Stay alert.
Watch out for the danger zone.
Give up your soul.
Flashbang.
I've hit an enemy. Enemy neutralized. Taking fire on my phone. Enemy in range.
I'm taking pulse blade activator. I'll see through everything. Grenade. Watch out.
Aerial tactics.
Everything is under control.
Bomb planted.
Deal it down. Spare.
I hit. I'll see. Careless. Watch out for the danger zone. Enemy
Attackers
approaching.
win.
Can't we go back?
Like animation quality in it, and I honestly like
Switch
I honestly feel for the
sides.
animators because it just felt like you have 2 options. You have 2 paths. You go the ReZero path, where you have to wait literally like 4 years between adaptations. Not ideal, but this new season of ReZero has gone so fucking hard. It's been such a good.
Let's get started. Very graceful. Let's move out.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
Enemy ahead! 12 o'clock! Flashbang! Danger! Watch Check out my windstorm grenade! Now, it's V's turn. You can't escape my gun. Don't let me down, Protector! Danger! Watch out! Grenade!
Please accept my help. The stars will protect you. Yeah.
Slowing grenade.
Just you wait.
Bomb carrier knocked down.
What remains?
Enemies on the left.
Thanks.
Slow grenade. Guardian star ready.
Let this
The
go to
stars
waste.
will protect
Only
you.
one enemy remaining. Defenders win.
And words will fail you.
Start healing. Slow grenade.
Final round.
It's game time. Adventure awaits.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
The stars will protect you.
Danger from afar.
Slow grenade. Grenade. Stay vigilant on your right flank. Please accept my help. Direct hit. Single blast grenade. Awesome. Guardian star ready. The stars will protect you. Engaging with the enemy. I'm severely wounded. I'm down. Danger. I've been hit.
Bomb carrier knocked down.
On the ropes. Let me rescue you. Triple kill! Oh, very careful. So deceptive dance.
Only one enemy
I'm
remaining.
serious about combat. Check out my
let this go
discard
to waste.
grenade.
But I can smell your fear.
The enemy is barely holding on.
Victory!
This victory wouldn't have been possible without you all. Today's your birthday, and I haven't forgotten for a second. How about we spend the whole day at the arcade? Just the two of us. Today's your birthday, and I haven't forgotten for a second. How about you spend the whole day at the arcade? Just the two of us. Today's your birthday, and I haven't forgotten for a second. How about you spend the whole day at the arcade? Just the two of us.
adaptation, right? But the hype is a lot less just because we've waited so many years. And then you have Blue Lock, the manga that was the top-selling manga of that year, right? When season 1 came out, and because of the World Cup as well. And so season 2, we didn't have to wait too long for season 2. And considering the product that we got, this is like, okay, so this is just my hypothesis, but I think what happened was instead of like it being greenlit ages ago, my hypothesis is that it feels like it got greenlit after they saw the success of season 1, and then rush out this product for season 2, and that's why a lot of season 2, aside from like the final episode, is the quality that we got.
Yeah, and I mean that makes sense because Japan has and always probably will be an entertainment industry that relies so much on trends. Where it's like, oh, this thing is trending right now, we need to get something out right fucking now, regardless of to the best that we can in terms of quality. But sometimes that quality is not the quality that everybody else is expecting. But then of course you get, in the case of like Blue Lock in Japan, for instance, even though it was mean to shit in the international community, the Japanese community was just like, peak anime, let's fucking go, more soccer boys, hell yeah, I don't give a fuck, we just got a new anime adaptation. It's like, at that point, if it being the studio, it's like, okay, which do you look at? Do you look at just like how well it did domestically, regardless of the quality drop, or the amount of fucking beans that came out of it in the international community? It's hard, right? Because at the end of the day, it is a business, and it's like, well, if this is the best move, we just need to fucking get something out there and just make the bag while we can.
Yeah, which is why like it's whenever I see people arguing over, like how they released Invincible with like, that got like so much controversy because there was like time between episodes and time between the release of one half of the season from like the second half of the season.
That was season 2, right?
Yeah, that was season 2. And I was thinking, damn, compared to anime, this got made super fucking fast for how much content was made compared to like some anime adaptations.
I guess so, it'd be equivalent of like 20 episodes.
Yeah.
It took, I think, what, 2 years for it to come out? Then season 3 came out 1 year later?
Yeah, exactly.
So it seems like they've figured it out a bit with the growing pains of that. Season 2 was good. And the animation was not great in the earlier parts of season 3, but by the end of the season,
I haven't watched season 3 yet, so
yeah, it's really good. Really recommend it. Yeah, I mean, look, the last episode's fucking banger. So you might have seen some clips or something.
I think I did, yeah.
So check it out. I actually really loved Invincible season 3 a lot. I had a really good time with it.
Yeah,
I love that show. Except when he cries all the time. I cry a little bit, like 20% less.
That's good. No, I mean, I'm always of the mindset of just fucking let people cook. I don't mind waiting for a good product, and I know that people are impatient nowadays, and obviously it's a business, so hype is a big factor in terms of whether you can keep continued success. But my mindset as a personal watcher of anime and just entertainment in general is that there's so much shit to occupy my mind. At any certain point, I can wait a year, 2 more years for this really cool thing.
It's not like there's nothing we're watching in between that time.
Yeah,
I do think like maybe some of the pushback I feel like comes from the fact that we used to get stuff a bit more consistently. When there was a show coming out, if there was multiple seasons, we'd often just wait 1 year. And now sometimes, I know it's not anime, but like Severance, I know people are like super annoyed at the fact that it took like 3 years for season 2 to come out.
Yeah, but I don't know if this is maybe this is a hot take. But
I'm like trying to explain like the other side. I don't necessarily agree.
I think shows are better now.
No, I think shows are better now. Like, we do have better shows, but I think people are used and have that frame of reference of like when a show's good, we get a season 2 or 3 a year later, and they're not used to waiting.
Because like what would happen before, and I don't know if this is still a thing, but I see this less and less, is that you would have shows like, for example, like House, or or fucking Dexter, or like shows 24. Like that, or 24, shows that you got a new season every year. It was always a constant on television, and my god, did it fucking drag on,
Oh yeah.
It was basically like a lot of like episodic episodes. There were some really good episodes and stuff like that, but for the most part, I look at shows like that, and I look at the more like, in my opinion, tightly written modern shows where it's like things are more compact into seasons. Seasons may take more time, and to me, I can see a quality difference between modern shows
for sure.
and shows and the yearly shows we got back then.
Absolutely.
But back then, we just didn't have a lot of time, And then something like Breaking Bad came along, and it was like, wait, we're going to plan for 5 seasons and only 5 seasons. And I can't think of like many other shows before Breaking Bad that just had that kind of philosophy.
But Breaking Bad didn't have long breaks between seasons, if I recall correctly. I don't think it was that long. We check, actually. I'm actually curious now. But, I think TV shows are just better now, for sure. Definitely. But I think there is, like 3 years. Is 3 years too long?
This is something that if they're calling attention, they're missing the point. If anyone is listening to this conversation and still thinking this is about how Thor is a bad guy, y'all are fucking missing the point of this conversation. What you are going through, Thor, is something that every human being on the planet will go through in some form. Every human being on the planet will do something where they make a mistake, and a lot of other people, and y'all, like, you guys tell me if I'm wrong, chat. Have you ever been in a situation where a lot of people made mistakes, including you, and then you owned up to your part, but people dogpiled on you anyway? And when they dogpile on you anyway, you did something stupid. You behaved like Thor did, and you defended yourself. And you said, hey, objectively, here's what I think happened, here's my perspective. And the more you tried to defend yourself, the more angry people got with you. I would be stunned if this has not happened to every person in chat at some point in their lives. And so what we're talking about now is this cycle. This idea that, okay, I'm objective, other people are subjective. Because I absolutely think you have that bias, by the way. We all do. But like, I think it's very prevalent in the way that you talk. The really tricky thing there, and I have to acknowledge this, is it's not clear whether that is actually what's in your head, or that is just the way it comes across. Because it absolutely comes across that way. So when I said you owned up to this one thing, and then you talked about all this other bad stuff that happened to you, and you're like, objectively, I disagree. I did this one thing, and I literally have 50,000 people. And I was like, okay, you know what? You're right. But even though you're right, what people are going to hear, their limbic circuits of the brain, are going to hear, yeah, I was smug and all this shit happened to me and it's not my fault. That's what people are going to hear. And when people hear that...
That's weird. Legitimately.
Yep, I know.
Like, from my perspective, I'm like, hey, I screwed this up. This is how this went down. Here's my perspective on it.
Yep.
And then the response is, you didn't take any accountability. You're a piece of shit. Why won't you just say it? And I'm like, what? That doesn't make sense to me in response.
Yeah,
like
so
for me, that's such a disconnect.
Select your character and get
this is not
ready
right
to
or wrong,
attack.
fair, unfair, just or unjust, true or not true. Now what we're talking about, like, so we're a channel that talks about the mind. So you're saying, I said this, someone says you don't take any fucking accountability. And you're like, that is a disconnect with me. I completely agree. That is the one thing that I think we can all agree on. Is that whether they like you, dislike you, whether they like you, whatever. The one thing we can all agree on is that there's a disconnect. Other people think that you're disconnected. You think it's not even about you, but or other blame. There's absolutely a disconnect between the kind of response that you're getting and what you're doing. There's a disconnect for other people between what you did and what you're owning up to. That's my point. So like when I started this conversation, the key thing is that there's a circle that's empty. That's the only way this can be explained. And the question is, what's in the circle? And what I found, if y'all find yourself in a situation like Thor, I find the hardest thing is oftentimes the best thing to try to do, which is to try to understand when someone says, I don't take accountability, or they accuse me, they say, you don't take accountability, to do your best to try to understand that. And I think you've done that, because it sounded like for the first 30 days, you engaged with people in conversation.
Yes.
And when you engage,
I found that the reactions started to get more and more, more and more unbending of, I just want to make an attack. I just want to go in the chat. I just want to go in the It wasn't
Come on,
in good faith
let's
to have a
ignite the
conversation.
flames of
I just want to be able to
resistance.
throw a punch.
So I think that there's two things that I hear there. One is, once again, this pattern of the more I do something right, the more wrong I'm going to do. Right? So I tried to listen to them. They became more unhinged. They became more unhinged.
The battle is about to
But do you see how
start.
this is another scenario where you behave correctly?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
Head over there. Don't let me find you.
Thunderfield, activate!
Intercept activated.
Troublemaker in the distance. Be careful. Grenade! Watch out for enemies on the right. Damn it. I'm done for. I'll remember this.
I've been waiting for you.
At least I fell gracefully.
Correctly, someone else made the incorrect.
Performance.
I feel like that is an incorrect response. Because the first thing they brought up is they always say, you didn't accept any blame. Like, oh, here's this post.
No. What did you hear me say?
Thanks for the help. I'll get back to the fight.
Yeah, so I'm just pointing, your statement was, I tried to listen to people, and they didn't know. So I want
Bomb
you to
carrier
code,
knocked down.
no, don't worry about people. Hold on. Code that sentence. Look at the grammar.
Only one ally remaining. Defenders win.
Of that sentence. I
Because
did
it's objective.
something right and they did something wrong. That's the way. That's what I hear when you say those words. And this could be where you're disconnected. I'm not saying you're wrong, by the way. I'm just saying here's another statement that you made. I tried to talk to people. They're crazy.
I think there's an objective reality here.
Sure.
You didn't take any accountability for this. I go, here in this post I said I did this wrong. Here on this video I said I did this wrong. And they go, that never happened. Like,
Okay.
what am I supposed to do with that?
Very good. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. So I know it's crazy. I know it's crazy. Okay. So bear with me. Try. Don't read chat. Focus. Ignore chat.
The
Okay.
battle
So,
is about to start.
Here's the problem. You're not wrong. That's what's so.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
Attack from above!
Head over there. Enemy spotted. 20 meters away. Don't let me find you.
Flashbang!
Watch out. Enemy in the distance. Watch out for the danger zone.
Interceptor activated.
Watch out for the enemy behind us! Enemies in the distance. Thunderfield, activate!
Enemy is badly slowing down.
Power armor!
Planting the bomb. The enemy collected.
Bomb planted.
To create a new melody, we must keep fighting. Falling down can be quite jarring, no.
Grenade!
Thunderblast, police Thunderfield, activate! Grenade! Power armor! Someone saw me, there's a crash to the enemy!
Attackers win.
I'm not going to make it. Let's take a moment to recover.
So wrong. That's what's so hard about this. So when you engage with people for the first 30 days, I think there's absolutely. Let's think about it. Okay. There's a selection bias. Who's going to come talk to you? The raving people.
I think there's the initial wave, and then it calmed down to people that were kind of willing to talk, and
Yeah.
now it's just the raving.
Whatever. So like when you open yourself to conversation on the internet, let's be honest. The likelihood that you get a balanced person who's really is willing to take a step back
The
and look at their
battle
flaws
is
and
about
understand how
to
they're wrong,
start.
and it's not like projecting something on you is low.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
Watch out. Enemy in the
Enemy
distance.
ahead.
Flashbang!
Over there.
Interceptor activated.
Enemy to the right.
You can't escape my gun.
Gracefully.
Got them. Watch out for the danger zone.
Watch out for the enemy behind Thunderfield. Activate.
Brilliant. The enemy can't fight back now.
Danger here.
The negligence shall be.
Enemies coming. Right in front of us. Grenade! Attack from above.
Thanks for the help.
I'll see through everything.
Power armor. I'm done for.
Bomb carrier not down. Defenders win.
That's not what the intention of the talking about is. The way that I feel about that a lot of the times, you're not going to
Just
get
leave the
through
bomb to me.
on the internet.
Okay.
You generally won't. They're not going to sit down.
I'm
and have
leaving
a
the bomb
conversation.
here.
They're not interested in resolving that. Most of the time, that person doesn't care. I find. With that in mind, if you don't say anything, I feel that on the internet today, if you do not say a thing in defense of yourself at all, everyone believes the only voice in the room is the one saying it.
Okay.
And that's exactly what happened. So I put out a video about all this kind of stuff,
Yes.
released that, and immediately everyone was like, oh shit, maybe this is too far. And I got a whole bunch of people actually sending me positive posts for the first time since all that happened.
Cool.
So the stance that I've taken on all this is I go,
The
here's what I
battle
saw from
is
my perspective,
about
this
to
is what's been going on
start.
to me. And then there's kind of a
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
Enemy spotted.
Watch out. Enemy in the distance. Taking enemy suppressive fire. You can't escape my gun.
Watch out. Enemies at our doorstep.
Let them miss. Power armor. Fill the battlefield.
I've hit the target.
Disappearing again.
Lost. We won't.
Thunderfield. Activate.
Have lost.
Arise from the dead.
Interceptor activated.
Enemy track the enemy. Stay down. I am the water bomb. See you like this. I can't help but feel pity.
Take my bullets. Head over there.
Huh.
You will pay for this, Ming.
Thunderblast fully charged. Thunderfield. Activate.
Taste my bullets.
Flashbang.
Slow pain.
The battle ends in 40 seconds.
Watch out.
Thunderfield. Activate. Someone's got me in their sights.
Bomb carrier knocked down.
Just leave the bomb to me.
Defenders win.
a camp of people that say, fuck you, I hate you. And then there's a
Attack
camp of people
from
that go,
above.
that seems reasonable. And I just kind of hung out with people that think that it's reasonable. Because I don't know if there's another solution to this.
Yeah, so I think that there is another solution to that scenario. And the thing, so that's what I'm trying to point out to you, is there's a certain way in which you communicate, which I don't think is wrong, but gets consistently perceived, like we mentioned earlier, direct into evasive. So when we, like, you just, I don't know if this makes sense, but I want you to, like, I don't know how to say this. You're a programmer, so maybe this will make sense. I'm trying to put it in language that I don't understand, and I hope
The
you
battle is
'cause I don't know what I'm
about
talking
to start.
Code your statements. I tried to talk to people. I presented proof. They became
5,
unhinged. So,
4,
like, if we code that
3,
statement, I did something.
2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
Head over there.
Thunderfield, activate!
20 meters away.
Interceptor activated. Get out of my way.
Let's vanish under the smoky veil.
Target approaching. Target spotted in the distance.
Enemy spotted in the distance.
Watch out for enemies on the flashbang!
Just like that.
Mighty Meow! Execute justice!
Thunderblast, Felicia Thunderfield, activate!
Enemy badly wounded. Enemy down.
I've hit the target.
Well, at
Grenade! Stay down! I'll be back as soon as I've recovered.
The battle ends in 40 seconds. Only one enemy remaining.
Thunder Blast fully charged. Thunderfield activated.
Bomb planted. Attackers win.
Feels great.
Something right, they reacted wrong. What I hear frequently in the way that you communicate is that structure. Now, what makes this so confusing is that I'm not saying that that statement is factually incorrect. And if anyone who has dealt with other human beings knows this, you can tell another human being something that is factually correct, and they cannot give a damn and double down. In fact, that is usually what happens.
The battle
So
is
what I'm sort of
about
getting
to
is like,
start.
this is the disconnect. I do wonder whether you are blind to,
5,
there's a certain kind of
4,
accountability that people are looking from you that you're not getting.
2,
That does
1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
I've got the bomb. Multiple enemies ahead. Head over there. Watch out for
Enemy is
dangerous.
likely falling down, Gimby.
Don't let me find you.
Target taking in. Brilliant. The enemy can't fight them.
Undeadling them.
Target down.
Thunderfield activate.
Let's take a moment to recover. Time.
Someone's got me in their sights. Grenade.
Close to the enemy now.
Watch out.
Flashbang.
Right.
The enemy is about to go down.
Power armor.
Piece of cake.
Interceptor installed.
I am the one above all. Thunder Blast fully charged.
The enemy can't fight.
I'm done for.
Careful. It's dangerous.
Attackers win.
Piece of cake.
Let's keep it happening.
I'll
No
see
matter
through
what,
everything.
I'll be
Smoke
there to
bomb.
help you.
Since you're here, try to achieve glory.
doesn't
What
mean.
is it?
This is what I'm digging into. So one is maybe
The
you're,
battle is
maybe it's in the way
about
you're
to
giving it.
start.
So it's not that I'm not saying you need to take more accountability, okay? I wasn't there. I don't know.
5,
But my point is
4,
that when I see this pattern,
3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
I've got the bomb. Watch out. Enemy in the distance.
Don't let me find you.
Flashbang. Attack from above.
Head over there.
Multiple enemies ahead. Interceptor installed.
Thunderfield activate. Watch out for enemies on the right.
Interceptor activated.
Grenade. Watch out.
Target hit. Piece of cake.
Power armor.
I've hit a
Taste
target.
my blood.
I'm taking fire.
My
An
boy.
abundance of choices can also be a burden.
Thunderfield activate.
Taking enemies. Fire.
Let the mist of corrosion fill the battlefield. Enemies can't escape my state.
I'll see through everything.
I'm done for.
Only one ally remaining. The battle ends in 40 seconds.
Planting the bomb.
Bomb planted.
Enemy at our rear. That's all. Multiple enemy spotted up ahead. Let's take a moment to recover. Enemy critically wounded. You have
Defenders win. Final round of the first half.
The new age is nigh.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
Under the smoky veil. Head over there.
Listen up. None shall pause.
Mighty now! Execute justice! Give in.
Enemy attacking on the right. Enemy approaching.
Thunderfield, activate! Enemy in front of me!
Watch out for the danger zone.
Flashbang!
Don't let me find you.
Power armor! Damn it! I'm done for. Careful! It's dangerous.
When you mess with my blood.
Thunder blast, fully charged.
Again.
Cobra Economy song.
Target spotted on the distance.
Back to the fight.
Take a moment to recover.
Arise from the dead!
Thunderfield, activate!
Watch out!
The battle ends in 40
in front of me.
seconds.
Grenade! Activate the interceptor. Enemies
Bomb
coming.
carrier knocked down.
Power, just leave the bomb to me.
Defenders win. Switched sides.
And it could be just like, it's like a perceptual thing. Because the way that you're talking is making people more upset. Which doesn't mean that you're wrong, it's just like, the way that I'm communicating is ineffective at resolving this issue. So, a simple thing, and I'm not saying that you should do this, but I'm curious about this, is I've noticed that you tend to be incomplete. I'm sorry, I've noticed that you tend to be complete with your answers. So when I look at that X thread, right, you try really hard, you do a great job. You're like, here's what happened, here's what happened, here's what happened, here's what happened, here's what happened. Have you ever tried to be incomplete with the smugness? Just talk about the smugness.
If I try to be incomplete with it?
Incomplete with the whole story and just focus on the smugness.
What does that mean? Like not give any context whatsoever?
Yeah, let's say yes to that. I think that's a bit of hyperbole, but
just an emotional response?
No, just say, hey guys. So
right,
basically, you know, when you tell the narrative, you start with like, I made a mistake, everyone made mistakes, I was smug, and then there's a lot that comes after that. How would you feel about just ending it after that first paragraph?
I hate that.
Okay.
I have like an immediate, emotionally angry response against that because it feels like idiocracy.
The battle is about to start.
That's too long, didn't read. I don't need all those words when few words do gooder. I hate that shit. Like I super hate that kind of
4,
communication of like
3,
there's a lot of people who say, oh, you should just say my bad guys.
1.
No. That does
Defend
not.
your position.
Energy barricade, deploy!
Watch out.
The stars will protect you. Slow grenade.
And an energy barricade, deploy!
Grenade. Enemy in the distance. Please accept my help. Engaging with the enemy. Enemies on the left.
Bomb planted.
Guardian Star Bread. The stars will protect you. Defusing the bomb. Start healing. Please accept my help.
I slipped up. Not very instructive.
Enemy critically wounded. Enemy active.
Attackers win.
Treated like this.
Stars align like chess pieces, casting shadows of butterflies.
Don't let me down, Protector.
Energy barricade, deploy!
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
The enemy's got me in their crosshairs. Enemy up front, eyes up. Oops,
Guardian Star. Please accept my help. Slow grenade. Guardian Star ready. I'm under enemy suppression. Yeah. I struck the enemy. The enemy has fallen. I'm down. I've been hit.
Bomb planted. Attackers win.
Workplace injury.
Very graceful.
Let's head out.
Energy barricade deployed.
The battle is about to start.
Don't let me down, Protector.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
There's a considerable number of enemies ahead. Grenade.
Danger guard.
Enemy's Guardian Star.
An abundance of choices can also be a burden.
A direct hit on the target.
Watch out for grenades.
We're taking fire. I get the enemy. I'm down. Guardian Star ready.
Bomb carrier knocked down. Attackers win.
I'm not going to make it.
Well,
Final round.
As long as we all work together, no enemy will be daunting. Keep pushing forward.
The battle is about to start.
Don't let me down, Protector.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
energy barricade deploy.
Enemy in the distance. Stay alert. So many enemies. Let's take them out one by one. We're taking fire.
The stars will protect you. Slow grenade. Yeah. Very graceful. Guardian Star.
Bomb planted.
Enemies
An
interact.
abundance of choices can also be a burden.
Guardian Star ready.
Enemy's health bars. Justice defended. Enemies want help. Let's get up.
The stars will protect you. Please accept my help. I struck the enemies.
Justice defended. Two birds, one stone.
Energy barricade deploy.
Windstorm Guardian Star ready. Watch out for the enemies over. I'm down.
Enemies nearby.
Defeat.
Not in any way explain a situation that doesn't tell you any information that is real. It is hand waving for the masses in a way that is disingenuous to what happened and disingenuous to the people that are involved. I feel like to do that would be just me lying for the sake of lying so that people would fuck off. I really hate that. That absolutely feels like idiocracy to me. 100%. I don't like doing hand waving gestures. For the sake of gestures. I don't like that. And I don't know if that's a wrong thing to feel, but that feels fucked up.
No, I think it's great.
I could go on the internet and just be like, oh yeah, my bad guys, but like that's not real. It doesn't make sense.
I think that's great. So I think what I liked about that response, so my hope, So we're not here to like rehab your PR, right? We're just here to have a conversation. And at the same time,
Not
over
bad.
over the last 2 hours, there's something about the way that I hear you talk that rubs me the wrong way.
Not bad.
There's something about the way that you talk that seems
You made it. I bet you can't take your eyes off this.
dismissive. So I'll tell you where that, right? So it's like, I made a mistake, we all made mistakes. Right, so there's something about your sentence construction. It's like, oh yeah, Thor, I'm sorry I cheated on you, bro. I really do love you. You know, we both have flaws in this marriage.
You made it.
Like, do you see what that, we're not married, but you see what I mean?
Now that you've cheated on me.
Yeah. So there's something, and I don't think, and this is what's so tricky, is like, I don't think you're wrong. Like, I don't, and what we got
The way
from
that I
you,
feel about it
yeah,
is that I don't even know if the word, it doesn't feel like a lie. It feels like
appeasement.
It feels like appeasement for the sake of appeasement.
Yeah.
It feels like they're asking for something that they know is not real, and I'd be giving them something that we both know is not real for the sake of giving something that's not real, so that they stop being mad about something that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. So I think I think the key thing there is I was trying to figure out what won me over when you said that, and I'd be super curious if like how chat reacts to that as well. I'm not looking. I don't think you should, but because I think that's what people are missing from you is like when you, and this is what I think makes you great, is when you actually, your best content is not when you're logical. Your best content is when you're emotional. And the logic supports it. Like, there's logic there. But you're like, look, I'm not willing to do that. Could I do that? Absolutely. I just don't think that's right. I think that this is like a stupid fucking appeasement world. I'm not going to be like all of the other streamers who post bullshit apology videos for the sake of appeasement and virtue signaling. I think that I kind of fucked up. I'm not done. This is a fucking hardcore WoW. People die in hardcore WoW. Like, I think you've been accused of making fun of another mage or something like that, too. Like, I saw some post about that. I don't know if that's true or not true. But look, it's Twitch.
We can talk about that. That was my bad.
Yeah, and like, but like, that's fine, right? Like, I mean, I play Dota, like, not as much as I would like to anymore. And I gotta play Expedition 33. But when I play an online video game, especially an MMORPG, where tensions are high, I'm gonna blame my teammates. I'm gonna blame my teammates. I do it all the time. Right? And if I say something like that, it feels dismissive. But something about what you just said, you're like, this is the line in the sand that I'm drawing. I've tried my best. I admit I have blind spots. Some of this stuff is a disconnect for me. I think you got to really work on that, right? So I'm thinking about what that practically looks like. But I really think that something about the way that you construct your sentences, which is objective on one hand, but I think it can be both. I think it's objective, and I think there's a little bit too much dismissal. It feels that way when I listen to you.
So when I'm talking about this kind of stuff, what I'm trying to get across is this seems like the most realistic scenario. This is what I saw from my side. It's not me trying to cast blame away from myself. It's going, no, we all fucked up. That's the reality of the situation. We all fucked up. And I think what people want is they want me to go, no, it's my bad. But my bad is a lie.
So sure.
I don't want to do that because it feels like I'm being asked to give bullshit for the sake of giving bullshit, so that other people can be like, oh, I love this bullshit. We're cool now because we both realize that we both bullshitted each other in the situation. It's not real. None of that is real. It's hand wavy.
I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. Now I'm gonna ask you a question that please don't clip this out of context. Or if someone clips this out of context, please add someone post underneath with a reply this portion, okay? So you say you do your best to look at it objectively and you conclude this is bullshit. I'm not saying you're wrong, okay? So I
look at it objectively based on my subjective experience.
Yeah. So let's assume for a moment that you are a narcissist.
Okay. That's okay.
I know. But it's like, I think this is really where the money is. And this is not just about you. This is about everybody, myself included. I run this exercise with myself all the time. If a narcissist goes through the process that you go through, they will end up in the same place that you end up.
Which is likely why people make the accusation.
I didn't know they did that, but yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, that's the problem that you're dealing with. And it's
I don't know that.
Huh?
For me, I didn't know that.
Yes.
I know.
Right? So think about that, right? Like, that's the problem. And this is the problem. It's like I don't know if it's like, that's the problem. Is that if I listen to you, are you someone who is objective, who has done like all the like, is your representation thorough and objective, or is this the construction of a narcissistic mind that's just defending itself and things like that?
The problem that leads into is that goes down to, are you willing to have a conversation with me, or do you just want to believe the narrative that you already want to believe?
Agree 100%. That and that's why you're fucked, bro. Because the internet is not interested in having like 90% of the internet is not interested in having conversations. And you will see this all the time on take any political subreddit or any political streamer, and you'll see that people are not interested in having conversations. And I do think there's a lot of weird stuff going on with YouTube, but like that's like parasocial and stuff like that.
The thing though, legitimately, dude, is we built up a community of specifically people that have conversations about things. That's why, after all of this, we're still sitting at like 6,000 to 10,000 people on a daily basis. That doesn't happen in a situation that is like I meticulously made sure that we had a community where we could talk about stuff on a logical basis and try to work things out outside of that. And I've been pushing that on this channel for 8 years. And I don't think I'd have a community if I built one that was based on instant emotional reaction, because they just be like, oh, he's a piece of shit, you know.
Yeah. So there are absolutely communities like that, you know, and I think it's great that you don't, and maybe that's why people are coming from other communities to you, because it was a group WoW thing. So there's like a lot of other communities that are interacting with yours. The thing that I would encourage you to do, and this is for everyone, I do this on a daily basis, is assume for a moment that you're a narcissist. And think about, if I'm narcissistic, what would I be missing? Right? Like, even, so I'm trying to think of an example. So I recently had an interpersonal conflict where I felt hurt by someone I'm close to, okay? And as I was thinking through all the things that this person has done wrong to me, I stopped for a second and I was like, am I just being a little bitch? Am I, like, is this genuine? Is this fair? Like, what are all of the counterexamples? Am I just glossing over all of the stuff that they do right? Am I ignoring all of the stuff that I do wrong? Am I ignoring, when this person lets me down, what is my contribution to this system in which I am disappointed?
Okay.
these are
that seems normal to me, though.
Okay, good. Yeah. But I think a lot of times when we feel hurt, we're not. We don't do that. Right.
No, that's the first.
Okay, cool. I think that's great. I mean, if you're already doing that, that's awesome. Then I think the main thing then that I would encourage you to really think about is like this disconnect, and what's the variable in there. And what I would strongly encourage that you do is that variable is going to be divided into two portions. One is that the amplification, the disconnect, the question mark of the situation. You understand what I'm saying, or not really?
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm kind of understanding, but I think
Select your character and get ready to
the requirement
defend.
for the response is you need to make it incomplete and dumb it down and hand wave. That makes me feel like I'm just lying to you.
No. I think your response to when I said, "What do you think about that?" Your response to that kind of won me over. I don't think you should do that. So now what we're talking about is for anyone who's in a situation where I behave in a certain way, the world responds to me in this way, and there's a gap between these two things. This is the scenario that I'm talking about. So.
Understood.
In that scenario, what's the question mark? What's the amplifier? So there are certain things that we can attribute to things outside of you. So people have parasocial relationships, people are projecting, people don't like me, whatever. Like people are upset, whatever. There's all the stuff that they do, and then there's all the stuff that you do. And this is where I think it's hard, but I think a really good example of what came out of today, which hopefully feels okay to you, is when I'm direct other people. I think those are the kinds of nuggets that I have seen transform lives and literally save marriages.
It's just funny because like I've had effectively the same conversation with others. It was like I use the same terminologies, like that feels like idiocracy. I don't feel like dumbing down my language and just being
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
Tattletale deployed. Set up the ambush and surprise trigger Tattletale. Be careful. Someone is attacking me.
It's the scent of prey.
I'm under attack.
Grenade.
Several enemies are closing in. Everyone stay sharp.
Target enemy critically wounded.
Grenade.
Under attack from the
Bomb
right.
carrier
Smoke
knocked
bomb.
down.
Enemy up front. Eyes up.
Enemy critically wounded.
Let's go all out.
Oh no! Danger.
Enemy apprehended. You've got the enemy on the ropes.
Bomb carrier knocked down.
Enemy hunted down one by one. Requesting backup.
So tired. Wounded ally spotted. Commencing rescue. Deploying healing.
Thanks.
And kite. Target hindered. Guardian star.
The battle ends in 40 seconds.
Slow grenade.
It's the scent of prey.
Sentry placed. Let's see who bites.
The battle ends in 20 seconds.
Made it through.
Perfect teamwork.
This is faster.
And I feel greasy doing that. I don't know how else to describe that.
Are you hearing me talk about dumbing things down at this point?
When I say dumbing things down, I mean like the idea of like, oh my bad, bro.
Roaring tiger.
I just kind of leave it like that. That doesn't make sense.
What are you hearing me say to you right now?
A way to resolve the language of, you know, I feel like I'm being objective, they feel like I'm being evasive, and it, to me it comes across as I'm over-explaining.
Set up
I'm
the
giving.
ambush and surprise them.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
Placed. Let's see who
Tattletale deployed. The enemy
All
is
units.
distant,
Pay
but
attention
don't
to
let
the
your guard
location.
down.
It's the scent of prey.
Nail the target.
Fire in the hole. Enemy is completely helpless. Mission accomplished. Target down. The blood of the prey and power.
Bomb planted.
Just in time.
Sentry placed.
Grenade! Start healing.
Under attack from the right.
Guardian Star.
Time to start tracking. It's the scent of prey.
Healing.
Enemy is completely helpless. Mission accomplished. Farewell.
Watch and learn.
Enemy critically wounded.
Only
Blood of
one
the prey
enemy
powers
remaining.
me.
Defenders win.
Too much context. I'm making the scenario
Okay.
of myself as a player within that rather than this is what I did and that's it and then we walk away.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing that. So I
Same
understand
as
where our
always.
disconnect is.
Just complete the task.
I have removed dumbing down from the equation of my solution space when I talk to you. Take it off the table. Done. Doesn't feel right. I agree. What I'm saying is that if we look at I'm being direct, they feel like I'm being evasive. The tactical options to solve that
The
involve way
battle
more
is
than dumbing
about
things
to
down.
start. 5,
So that's what I
4,
think.
3,
Yeah.
2,
This is
1.
faster.
Defend your position.
Enemy sighted at a distance. Enemy up front. Eyes up. Enemy deployed. Enemy down. Keep up the fight. Careful. Watch out.
It's the scent of prey.
Starts now.
Attention all units. Danger here. I'm under attack.
Was my song not enough?
Grenade.
Everyone, watch out. Barrage. Grenade.
Right on target. Time to start tracking. It's the scent of prey. Enemy is barely holding up. Done. The blood of the prey empowers me. Danger.
Watch the right.
Right out.
Slowing grenade.
Down.
Perfect teamwork.
On display.
Enemy down.
I would focus on that. So like, don't dumb things down. Be authentic.
Let's get started.
But there's also a way, because like, right, so fundamentally this is an issue of communication. It's an issue of understanding. It's an issue of getting your point across, arguably listening to other people's. And so that is
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
Sentry placed. Let's see who fights. Enemy sighted at a distance. Enemy
It's the
severely
scent of prey.
injured. Press the advantage.
Fire in the hole.
Tattletale deployed.
I smell danger from afar. Target hit. I've been attacked.
Here comes the medic.
Watch out.
Smoke bomb. Time to start tracking. It's the scent of prey.
I'm under attack. I am the burn wind that approaches. Arrive from the
This is faster. Oh no.
sky. Gotcha. Surprise.
Such a rookie error.
Grenade.
Inflicted damage on the target. Guardian Star.
Requesting assistance. Is anyone
Engaging with the
out
enemy.
there? Enemy in the distance.
Only one ally remaining. Attackers win.
It is a skill. It is an art form. There's a way to do it well and do it poorly. Now, what a lot of people do, which I think is bad, which I really appreciate you standing up against, is dumbing things down, virtue signaling, pro forma apology.
I hate that. Like,
I hate
really
it too.
do. I hate the idea of here's my ukulele sad YouTuber video.
Yep,
and just
yep,
lie to the camera for 5 minutes because that's fucking dumb.
I hate it too. So my point is that if we look at like, you know, like
And I feel like that's what I was being asked to do. And I'm like, no, here's how I see it. And they're good.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
Sentry placed. Let's see how deployed.
Danger.
Let's go all out.
It's the scent of prey. Enemies are near.
Grenade.
Stay alert.
Enemy in the distance.
The enemy's assault is right on target.
Start healing. Set up the ambush and surprise
Smoke
them.
bomb.
Enemies firing on the right. I'm down. Danger.
Time to start tracking. It's the scent of prey.
Bomb carrier knocked down.
Lesson learned. Now it's payback time.
Danger. The destiny of this world is to be buried here.
Phantom Mirage.
Enemy on the left.
Enemy incapacitated.
Time to start tracking. It's the scent of prey. I sense prey in the distance. Right on target.
The battle ends in 40 seconds.
Oh no. I can't move.
The battle ends in 20 seconds. Bomb planted.
Here comes the medic. Enemy up front. Eyes up. Grenade. Enemy down. Keep up the fight.
Only one ally remaining.
Enemy sighted at a distance. I got the wrong
Attackers win.
Everyone. Go back.
Another all-nighter with work yesterday. Hopefully it won't ruin my performance today.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
Shield deployed. Call it in if you spot any hostiles.
It's the scent of prey. And the enemy's assault is
Fire in
fierce.
the hole.
The hunt starts now. Smoke bomb.
Enemy down. Keep up the fight. Grenade. Severe damage on
Oh no. Time to start tracking.
Nail the target.
It's the scent of prey.
Face off, head on. Heal everyone. Grab the enemy on
I
the rope.
can't
I am
move.
the third wind that approaches. That's not the wall. Enemy severely injured. Press the advantage. They requesting assistance.
Only one ally remaining.
Yeah, my point is that somewhere between the pro forma apology and what comes out of your mouth, there's going to be something in there, which is an adaptation of what you do, which feels authentic, feels truthful, feels complete.
Attackers
And
win.
there's literally something about the way that you talk to it. If I code your responses, that's the best way I know how to put it. It's kind of like there's a theme of what feels like a lack of accountability from a listener's perspective. I don't think you're not taking accountability, objectively. But what I'm saying is that the limbic circuits of my brain, the emotional circuits of my brain, when I hear you talk, it
This
feels
is
like you're
faster.
leaving something out. it feels somehow incomplete or unbalanced. And I know that's a very difficult problem for you to solve.
Like, that doesn't give me a lot of tools, right?
It really, it's hard. So that's where, like, I'm going to think a little bit about how to bridge that gap, but, like, something in that is where the money is. I feel
The
really
battle
confident
is
about that.
about
It's
to
not a pro forma.
start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
Deployed. Sentry placed. Let's see who bites. Attack this point. Enemy trigger tattletale.
It's the scent of prey. Enemies are near. Stay alert.
Everyone be cautious.
The enemies are falling. Enemy is coming. Oh no. Freeze.
Requesting assistance.
Enemy has fallen.
Here comes the medic. Tiger requesting assistance.
This is the end for me.
Take a break. Let's continue the
Crush
hunt.
him. Suppress him.
Keep your eyes on me. Hit with a single shot.
Awesome. Eyes from the dead. Sentry placed. Let's see who bites.
Bomb planted.
Inflicted significant damage on the top. Enemy incapacitated.
It's the scent
Only
of prey.
one enemy remaining.
Think you could escape?
Defusing the bomb. Danger.
Enemy up front. Eyes up. Grenade. Start healing.
Defenders win. Final round of the first half.
All right, let's make this quick. I've got other activities planned for you afterward. Sentry placed. Let's see who bites.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your
Mrs.
position.
Sasser.
Placed. Let's see who bites. We're tattletale deployed.
It's the scent of prey.
Watch out.
The
Enemy.
destiny of this world is to be buried here. The hunt starts now.
Enemy suppression.
Prey is safe. Enemy is barrel freeze.
Fallen.
The blood of the prey empowers
Champion
me.
their crosshairs.
It's the scent of prey. Smoke bomb.
Sentry placed. Let's
Grenade.
see who bites.
I've been an enemy critically wounded. Done.
Which one of you
Oh no.
failed? Finish them off with a few more hits.
Farewell.
Here comes the medic. Everyone. All out.
I can't move.
I'm here to help.
Enemy spotted within 20 meters.
Guardian star.
Start sentry placed. Let's see who bites.
The battle ends in 40 seconds.
Sorry, me.
You will not escape from flames.
Have the enemy on the ropes. From its cocoon once more.
The battle ends in 20 seconds.
Enemy apprehended.
Bomb planted.
I have that.
That was easy. Watch out. Enemies ahead. The bomb is here. I got the bomb here. Set up the ambush and surprise at this point.
Rotate on the target.
Defenders win.
Justice never
The hunt's on. You better start running.
Switched sides.
apology, but it is also thinking about the way that you make statements that rubs people the wrong way. And then the other interesting thing that I really have to like encourage you to think about is it hard for you to see a different way to use your words?
Even if
because
I
in your
die
mind, you're only
today,
receiving
I'll do so with no regrets.
The way that I put out messaging, like that, especially public messaging, the internet will find any chink in the armor to try to unravel it into saying that you're lying in some way.
Yep.
We both see this. So what I try to do is I go, okay, so instead of putting the ego first on this and being like, I did the best thing or I did the worst thing or being an emotional platitudes for this kind of shit or virtue signal for it, I just go, here's everything that happened from my perspective, and that's my story.
Okay, you ready for the mind fuck?
Sure.
You said that what you put out, people will try to find the chink in the armor, right?
They're going to do it anyway, but yeah.
No, they're not going to do it anyway. The way that you put things out makes them want to find the chink in your armor.
It doesn't make sense.
I know.
That sounds, to me, sounds obsessive. If I need, like, there's a necessity to find a problem, but there isn't one.
No, I think you're missing the point. The way that you communicate information, the way that you speak, makes people want to find the chink in the armor. Because people communicate. Yeah. I know, it's hard, man. It's wild. It's crazy. I'm with you. Right? So there's something that you're doing that, from a logical perspective, makes perfect sense. The emotional energy of your words, and I'm not right about this, okay? I could be wrong.
The
but
battle
I really
is
suspect
about to
that
start.
this is where the
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're the bomb carrier. Get to the target.
It's dangerous. Thunderfield, activate!
Sounds are vibrations of emotions.
Flashbang! Enemies in the distance. Keep a knock on fire from the right! Just leave the bomb to me.
We need to improve our speed. Watch out for the enemies ahead. Need firm direct hit on the target. Guardian Star. I can't do Dark healing. I haven't even started.
Thunderblast fully charged. Thunderfield, activate!
Grenade.
Grenade! Power armor!
Firing it. Watch out. Please respond to my call.
Watch out for the enemy behind us!
Enemy at Guardian Star. Ringtone.
Only one ally remaining.
Recovered. Activate! Enemies coming!
Defenders win.
Swing from the scissors.
I will harvest those trembling souls.
money is, or something about the way that you present yourself, which by the way went away when you got pissed off about when I was like, what do you think about just doing the occult? You're like,
The
fuck that.
battle is
I was in your
about
corner.
to start.
But here's the thing, the way that you talk,
need more of an emotional interaction.
because
Five,
why do I want to put you in
4,
armor?
3,
Because of your logic? No,
2,
because of your emotions.
1.
That
Protect the bomb carrier
Attack
and
from above.
destroy the
Enemy in front
target.
of me. Enemy ahead. Power armor. Smoke bomb.
I sense your presence.
Enemy.
Thunderfield, activate.
Let's recover.
Crash the enemy. Feels great. I still love it. Enemies in the distance. Keep an eye on them.
Bomb carrier knocked down.
It's drifted away. Just leave the bomb to me. Keep fighting.
Careful.
It's dangerous. You've made the right. Thunderblast fully charged. Thunderfield, activate. Power armor.
Taking fire.
The battle ends
Thunderblast
in
fully
40
charged.
seconds.
Activate. Crash the enemy. Feels great. Done. Let's play the bomb here.
Bomb dropped
done
in
for.
Zone B.
I got the bomb.
Only one enemy remaining.
The bomb.
Bomb planted.
Are you alright?
to the fight.
Guardian Star.
Thunderblast fully charged. Thunderfield activate.
Sounds are vibrations of emotion.
Power armor. Thunderblast fully charged. Thunderfield activate. Engaging the enemy.
Attackers win.
Incomplete. I'm not going to make it.
Attack from above. The show is shut.
Is this flammable or non-flammable? I'm worried that I'll accidentally set it off.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
Follow the sound of music. Watch out. There's quite a few of them.
Thunderfield activate.
Fire at the front. About everyone.
Someone's got me in their sights.
Grenade. Invigorated.
Flashbang.
I need to burn the wounds. Watch out for the enemy.
Power armor.
Bomb carrier knocked
Enemy
down.
aiming right in front of us. Damn it. I will remember this.
I'll take a break. I won't be long.
Taking fire on my friend.
Only one ally remaining.
Target.
Defenders win.
Haven't finished.
Reflex, this is what you gotta understand, Thor.
song.
That reflex comes from the emotional energy that you're sending and the emotional energy that they're receiving. Now, this gets more complicated because you are right that this is an unsolvable problem. Because there's only so much that you can do in this situation. That at the end of the day, there are going to be people on the internet that are just there to meme, that are just there to make your life worse, that have little lives where they feel frustrated and then they look at a punching bag and they say, hey, I'm going to punch this person, I'm going to knock this person down a peg. And the tragedy there is that they don't truly have little lives. They truly have far greater lives than they have the potential of far greater lives if they stop spending all their cognitive and
battle
emotional
is
energy
about
trying to
to
knock some
start.
random fucking guy on the internet down a peg.
That's
Then they would really do
Five,
something.
4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
Lots of enemies are coming. Stay sharp.
Enemy ahead. Stay alert.
Attack from above. Power armor. Thunderfield activate.
Hold for me!
Flashbang. Enemy in front of me.
Sounds are vibrations of emotion. The enemy is about to go down.
Engaging Thunderblast. Charge. Power armor. Thunderfield activate.
Fighting out. Execute justice. Start healing.
Oh, look, you're too weak.
I found me down.
I'll be back as soon as I
Only
recover.
one enemy remaining.
Where I start. I will plant the bomb.
Healing grenade. You'll be
Bomb planted.
Thunderfield activate. Power armor. Give up yourself.
Guardian Star.
Target hit. Damn it! I'm done for. Watch out! Enemies at our doorstep! step.
Are you alright?
Careful! It's dangerous.
The end for me.
Back to the fight.
Attackers win.
Power armor. Thunderfield activate.
The things I try to do on the internet.
Huh?
That's why I do all that's,
Yeah, it's tough, man.
that aspiration that you put there, that's why I
I've done this a million times. Leave it to me.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier
from
and
above.
destroy the target.
Watch out. Enemy ahead.
Sound of music.
Smoke bomb. I will plant the bomb.
Thunderfield activate.
Bomb planted.
Enemy
Power armor. Grenade.
Listen up.
Enemy in front of me.
None shall pause.
Everyone be cautious.
Flashbang. Thunderblast fully charged. Ha! Target Thunderfield activate.
The extra touch for the attacks from behind.
Power arm. Damn it. I'm done for. Careful. I will remember this.
Redemption through music.
Enemy down.
Attackers win. Final round.
Hopefully it won't pick out the bomb. I put the bomb
I've
here.
done this a million times. Leave it to me.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
Danger.
Enemies have emerged from the distance. Everyone be cautious. Sounds are vibrations of emotion.
Taking fire. Thunderfield activate.
Enemy in the distance.
Guardian Star.
Huh.
And about time.
I will plant.
Flashbang.
Here's a grenade for you.
Bomb planted.
A shadow.
Someone's got me in their sights.
An abundance of choices can also be a burden.
Attack from above.
Watch out for the enemies ahead. Redemption through
Thunder
music.
power armor. Thunderfield activate. Engaging with the enemy.
Start healing.
I pay you back in full.
From the dead. And practice.
Soul is always mine.
Enemy down. Thunderfield activate. Power armor.
Victory!
We are the Scissors, destined to overthrow the world.